Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check four, check four.
Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. Wiggles free. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Sanders toss left side. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
42-yard line.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 79. You're not ready. Check. Check. Check.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
39-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Rabbit. Kill, turn up. Shift.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And Barkley did not get there. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Eagles 7. Giants nothing.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Jones. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
On the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Sanders. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Let's bring it.
Wentz now on first down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Sanders. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Sanders, the ball carrier. The tackle by Leonard Williams. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
On first down, Huntley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Number 32.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
On the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 and a first down.
8-yard pickup.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
second down now. It's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
The ball carrier.
An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
For the point after.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted by the Eagles.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now they toss out wide to Sanders, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So that one will be accepted. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Eagles 21, Giants nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 26. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
51 to mark, boy, 51. Hey, watch the slap.
Fights loose. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in Week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working from the gun. Wentz. Throw left side complete. It's Sanders. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 55. Right there. 54, right?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Going to try and throw on 3rd. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Hakeem Butler.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Eagle first down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A run with Huntley. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders already everybody his second touchdown here in this opening weekend as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones got a man, Slayton, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
45-yard line.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 1st down. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Jones on 1st down. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Another run here with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And it's third down.
The Eagles on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is third and 9. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Watch the run. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 70,
Throwing Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Barkley unable to get away on the first down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple.
Nate Gary on the tackle. A loss of 2.
On second and 12, Jones.
The 43-yard line.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Mike 51.
From the gun, Jones. Got him in on the right sideline. It's Shepard.
Complete to Stone.
And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Jones now from the gun on third down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off near the 29. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Great 15, great 15.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 36.
On first down, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The tackle by O'Shane Zimenez. A gain of a yard. Brings up
just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go again with Sanders. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, this from 39. And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
And rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, they'll definitely take them.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look.
And my goodness, another interception. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
That's a first down.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Eagles, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.